What's up, everyone? It's Riley, that stands for Rachel Eyler, and I'm on a journey to figure out my life both personally, professionally, and financially. And boy, have I been trying to figure out the whole professional and personal part over the last 2 months. For any of you who just don't care and want to see the whole actual point of this video, just skip ahead. I'll have the time mark below, and you can kind of ignore all of this. But for those who have been wondering where I am, first off, thank you so much for your patience while I took a little mental break, pretty much since the first of the year. It's been kind of hard. It's like, I just needed a second because when the new year came around, I was just really disappointed in myself, I think. Disappointed in my financial goals, disappointed in my personal life, disappointed in my professional career. Like I just like kind of looked at myself and was like, this is not who I am. And so when the new year started, I had a lot to figure out. I've been trying to figure out a lot in the last 3 months. I don't share a lot of my personal life on this channel besides just my financial journey. But long story short, I mean, I have been struggling really badly from PTSD. I went through something really traumatic, really life altering, really brain changing. I went back to therapy and, I've been really working on myself these last couple months. And one of the things that I realize is that this is a priority of mine, but at the same time too, it's something that like, it doesn't have to be this end all be all stressor in my life. I think making videos and trying to hit certain goals like has been a big stressor because it started out as something fun and it's growing into something that I didn't think it really would. So it's been great, but it's kind of why I wanted to reset in such a different way of cleaning out the binders, starting from scratch, moving money around, figuring out what my priorities are. I think when you are watching cash budgeters and cash stuffers, there's so many different types of us, right? You have these people who have Etsy shops and are doing fantastic and have really built a career out of it, which is amazing and awesome. And then you have some of us who just do it every single day. And then I feel like there's me in the middle who like is low income, who is trying to also make it on YouTube, whatever you want to call it, make it, have a slow secondary passive income. I don't really know what to call it, but anyway, my point being is like, I feel like I'm in this middle of like, I am low income and I shouldn't have so many envelopes and I shouldn't be, spreading money out so thin across the board. And I know a lot of you guys pointed that out to me during my debt consolidation video. Whew, did you guys come for me? And it was really interesting hearing from some of you, but at the end of the day, like, the reason I have always made the choices that I've made financially is because it's what worked for me financially. As always, I am not a financial advisor. I went to a financial advisor to get advice, and I just kind of fell off the budgeting train because I just felt so discouraged of like, hey, this was working for me, but here's everybody else telling me I'm doing it wrong, when I don't really think there is a wrong way technically to do this. You have to cash stuff and budget to what fits your needs. I can't tell you what fits your needs, just like you can't tell me what fits my needs, because everyone's life is so different. But the whole point is that we are on this financial journey together. I chose to share my financial journey because, well, I was fascinated by the whole process of cash stuffing and cash budgeting. That all being said, I haven't cash stuffed in 3 months. I, though, have been very aware of my spending and I haven't overspent either. I haven't missed any bills. I haven't gotten behind on being 1 month ahead. I haven't done any of that. I just haven't been actually sitting down and saying, here's my budget. I've kind of just been saying, okay, I know what bills I have when I look at my bank account, and I haven't really been moving money to save anything. I've put a few things away here and there, but nothing like this. So why am I telling you all this? Well, because it's okay to reset. It's okay to reset in January. It's okay to reset in April. It's okay to reset in the middle of June. It's fine. Like, you can reset on a random Tuesday in July. It doesn't matter, because the point is that you are taking accountability and you are resetting in general. So with that, Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you have not already, please consider subscribing. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, and honestly, I think we can make it. So I hope you guys will enjoy this reset video, and hopefully it kind of also maybe helps you out of how you can kind of relook at your priorities as well. So as I mentioned in this video, I do kind of replace a lot of envelopes. I take out envelopes, I shift envelopes around, and there is one pretty big change, and we'll get to that right now. So it's been definitely a while for a lot of things, and another thing that it's been a while is filling out my finance book. I literally have not touched it. I'm essentially just saying that quarter 1, big wash. We're starting over. It is April. We're gonna clear out the binders, do a little spring cleaning financially, and also kind of just, I am definitely reprioritizing things a little bit, you know, just where I want money to go, what envelopes do I want to keep. I don't know, like, I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I just think I need to prioritize some things a little bit more maybe, so I can prioritize other things later and faster. And obviously example that being is certainly my debt. You know, you guys have really come for me in my debt comment video, like, you know, and saying all these things about I'm saving wrong and I'm not doing this right and I'm not doing that right. But like, to me, I am, because it's been what's working for my life, and my lifestyle. But all that aside, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Essentially, I'm pretty much starting over as if like I have never started way back when. You know, it's been almost a year since I've been doing cash budgeting. No, maybe not. Maybe it's been like 6-7 months more so. I think I started like in August maybe. I don't know. I think August. But anyway, all that aside, we will fill this out with budgeting the rest of my paycheck. Now, here's the good thing. I haven't fallen behind on any of my bills, and I have paid off some of my debt. So anyway, so we'll get to this in a second. But I am going to disappoint some people here by grabbing this box. We are gonna empty this. I'm gonna count how much we have so far. It's not gonna be a lot, maybe 1,000, maybe under 1,000. I don't really know. I'm looking at kind of the markers I've done. And the reason why is I'm gonna take a break on this. I think I've mentioned this maybe before in a video. I do have a savings account, guys, that money does automatically go into from my paychecks, and then whatever I don't like want to budget, I just also move that into a savings account. So like, I am saving. I'm probably saving more than I'm stuffing in here every 2 weeks or whatever. So we might start this over, but I'm gonna start from scratch with this. So I'm gonna empty this. The reason why is because I do have one credit card that I'm so close to paying off, and I do have something else that I'm really close to paying off, and I kind of just want to do it if I can. So I kind of talked with my financial advisor again and got his advice. Again, disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. This is just what is working for my financial journey. I highly recommend that if you want financial advice, go to seek a professional. I am not a professional. Just want to put that out there because some people think that I am and I'm not. So anyway, I am going to empty this. So let's just go in and then I'll wipe this down. Again, it's not full at all, but I do want to make sure I'm grabbing all of my envelope. So I think this is the last one that I have here. So these ones, yeah. Ah! Okay, these are very hard to grab as a whole. Okay. Ah! So I am gonna empty these real quick, but while I do that, how's everyone doing? I hope they're doing good. It's been a little chaotic. Spring is almost here. It's getting there. We're getting close. This one's empty. I think some of these are empty. Yeah. I kind of just randomly put them in then, I guess. I probably should count actually how many envelopes I do have. But how's everybody doing? I have been okay. Like I said, I definitely have been taking a break from a lot of things. Mentally, I have been doing better. I don't want to make it sound like I'm not, doing better. But basically since, and I kind of talk about this in my April reset vlog, but basically since January, I have been seeing a new therapist. I've been kind of trying to get my mental health in order. And if you guys know me at all, you know that my health, I put that first. It's been kind of a lot this year, and like, I don't know. It's just been a lot, and it just hasn't been getting easier. So when it wasn't getting easier, I kind of just, oops, I dropped that one. I kind of just, when things get hard, I kind of just shut down and keep to myself, because like, I feel like that's better than me, being out in the world, because I feel like when I'm out in the world and I'm not okay, like I'm a little more chaotic, and I'm not, like, I just kind of do more damage than good. So I don't know. I kind of keep to myself, hence the break. Like when I was going through like the bulk of my therapy, like it was a challenge. Like it was a challenge, like being there and talking, but then also like recovering, like being in therapy. I should say this. I love therapy. Don't get me wrong. I highly recommend it. Highly, highly, highly recommend therapy to everybody. But at the same time, it is emotionally exhausting, I think. I think it can be very hard if you've never done it before, or if you have. Like, you just know, I don't know if that makes sense, but like, you just know it's exhausting. Like, it's just exhausting. That's all I can really say. And like, talking about feelings and life and everything, it can be hard. So I just needed a break. I took that break. I'm back. I'm planning to be back because, y'all, we have some financial goals we want to accomplish, and we just set ourselves 3 months behind. So we are going to do that. And it's going to be fine. So anyway, I'm just going to sort this. I'm going to keep sorting this, and then we'll count it. Okay, so now this is obviously not in like the most organized piles, but they're in piles. So we're just gonna count one by one, and I think we're gonna start with I guess I should start big for small, right? I guess I shouldn't do the ones first, because I was thinking of doing the ones first because it's kind of a bigger pile, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna do hundreds before. So we have 200 first. Okay, so we have 200, 50, 150, 250, 350, 350 in 50s, plus 350. Okay, so we have 550 so far. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220. Okay. 220 in 20s. In 10s, we have 10, 20. Oops. Go through this, make sure it's all on the right. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. 130 and 10. So we have 900. Maybe we'll hit 1,000. I don't think so. That means there has to be 100 between these two piles, and I don't think there is. Okay, in 5s we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So 80 in 5s. Okay, and we just hope that there's 20 singles here, I guess. Which there should be. I'm going to do this in half first. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, That's 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's 60 here. So plus 60. So we have $1,040, which is great. And I'm gonna later, I'll just do this later. I'm gonna make sure I'll count, I'm gonna count all the colored in ones and make sure it equals the same amount. But that's gonna go to the bank because we are gonna pay off a credit card with that. So I probably should not have this color pen, right? I probably should grab a normal color pen. Grab like a not pink pen to write on a pink sticky note. So we have, what did I say, 1,040 or yeah, $1,040. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna do is we are gonna go through my binders and just kind of make note of what I have so far. So in my wallet, I think it's been a while since I opened this. Everything is empty, I think, in my wallet. Yeah. It's been a really long time since we opened this, y'all. Okay. And just go through... Ooh, I have a coin back here? I have coins back here. Look at that. And just go through what I am going to keep. So coins we're going to keep in here. Receipts we're going to keep. Weekend fun we're going to keep. I still need to make a new label for that. But... And shopping we're gonna keep. Home we're gonna take out. And we are gonna leave personal care. The reason why is because I kind of just combine these two. Pretty much like I don't treat this as a sinking fund. I kind of just, if I need something, I kind of just wrap it into my grocery. Which I probably shouldn't, but I don't know. Coffee we are also going to keep. Or, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to keep that. And then we're going to keep groceries. Okay, so nothing's really changing in my wallet. I'm just going to take out this home one because, like, usually my boyfriend who lives with me, like, picks things up again, like, for our home more so. Like, I personally, like, get the stuff that we need for, like, our personal care, like, or my personal care. Like, if I need shampoo or, you know, makeup or whatever, I kind of just, that's more so what I use personal care for. If it's home, typically Jacob takes care of that. Usually I get cleaning supplies, that's about it. But if we need like toilet paper or replacement filters or something like that, he usually picks that up himself. So I'm gonna take that out. Okay, and we're gonna put that away for now. I'm gonna do my bills binder last because we are gonna write down what I have so far. And let's go through my sinking funds because I am going to get rid of some envelopes in here. Okay. And then we're going to go down and do like I guess you can call it cash out for March or what we're starting with for April, whatever. So anyway, so haircut is still empty. Furniture we are going to take out and get rid of this. The reason why, we still want to get a new bed, we still want to get new furniture, but we decided that we're going to wait until we move. We are going to be moving in 6 months, whether we stay where we are in Michigan or we move to a different state. But right now, we just decided we went to go look at furniture to figure out what we liked, and it was good. We got good pricing, but like, we just decided that we're going to hold off. So while I could keep that as a sinking fund, so like I can save up for it, I think it's more so like I'm going to save up for it when we move, just because it's not a priority right now since, like, I don't know. I could, because then, but here's the other debate I have. If I do keep it and I treat it as a sinking fund, I could have enough to get it when we move in 6 months. We're going to hold off for now. Okay. Wedding we're keeping because, again, my brother's wedding isn't,
hasn't happened yet. I still need to order my dress and everything. I was holding off for a particular reason, but it's fine now. Christmas, of course, we are keeping. Paying my debt, we are keeping this, but we are going to move it to the bills binder. And I'll say why in a little bit. Student loans, we are going to also move this to the bills binder, but I'm going to take out what we have now and I'll talk about this in a little bit, but I am going to pay off other debt with this. I'll talk about it now actually, because I don't know why I would wait. So we have 600 here, right? 50, 150, 200, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have 600 here. The reason why is because while I know, well, there's a possibility that student loan pausing will be over this summer, I rather pay off a credit card with this money and this other money so I can put whatever it was towards my student debt more. Does that make sense? Like right now, my credit cards technically is, not by a lot, but is the lowest amount to pay off that I have. So kind of if we're going the snowball route, I should use this money to pay off that so I can just take that payment and put it towards my student loans, if that makes sense. So we're going to do that. How much did I have in furniture? I didn't even count it. We have 20, 40, 60, 70. We had 70 in furniture. Okay. So 70 in furniture. I'm just going to kind of compile this all together and we will count this at the end. But if I'm correct, it won't be a lot. Okay. So that's coming out. Emergency. I'm going to keep this for now, but I probably will get rid of it. Just because, again, I have that savings account that I don't really talk about. Okay, so that's in my sinking funds binder. In my savings binder, we're pretty much keeping all of these. Yeah, we're keeping all of these. I sometimes think about starting over on my 1 month ahead challenge. I don't know. Sometimes I want to, sometimes I don't, because I have told you guys, like, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this 1 month ahead, because it's kind of, I am a month ahead on all my bills. So this is kind of turned into like a future moving savings thing, for when we do get our next apartment or we have to pay for movers. I am luckily in a business where they do pay relocation fee. So they pay me back for whatever my moving expense was, but that doesn't like subside the cost of like moving. So like a down payment, security deposit, things like that. So let's just count how much we do have in here. I think I might just leave this, but we have 100, 200, 300, 50, 450, 550, 650, 750, 760. We have 760 in here. Let's grab this now and just go through real quick. So for those that don't know, this is how I've been tracking my expenses and things like that. My monthly review, all that stuff. So I haven't done any of it for January or February or March. So we are gonna start with April essentially. Okay, so this is how let's make you a little brighter so you guys can see that, hopefully. I don't think that did anything. Hope you guys can see it. Okay. So basically, I'm going to go through my monthly calendar and label where my bills are. Then we're going to do my budget real quick. So we're going to, and again, if you want to know, this is from Papier. It's their financial book, and I just kind of designed it myself. It's blank, so you can start this whenever you want to. So we are in April, Q2. Okay, so I just labeled this real quick, and pretty much I'm going to go through. I should probably grab my color markers. I'm going to go through and label basically when my bills are due, when I get paid, things like that. So let me go grab those real quick. I will say, like, a lot of my bills are due at the end of the month. I don't know why I pick dates like that. I probably should change it, honestly. I just haven't. But if I go back to January, when I first did this, like, you can see I kind of put when rent is, electric, other things, stuff like that. So, and I never even filled out like my incoming, outcoming. So like I pretty much set myself up for failure at the start of this year, but that's okay. Again, fresh start. You can always start over. That's what I say. So my bills are always in my, in red I put. So I always have rent due on the month. And you know what, this time I am going to put the amount, I think. Okay, so I have rent, I have, oh, and then I put debt and it's in something different. So I'm going to skip something real quick. But anyway, so rent is at 600. Then I have my electric bill, which varies month to month, but that's due, I believe, on the 2nd. So electric. And I believe it's 25 this time for April. Then I'm pretty much, those are pretty much my two bills, big bills. Everything else is usually in the last 2 weeks. Oh, and then I do have Adobe, my editor. And that is 21. So then my Peloton is due, or my gym. Last Pel is due the 17th, and that's 44 for my membership, 128 for me paying off my bike, which I know is a debt, but I'm just gonna keep it the same because I only have a few more payments on the Peloton anyway, so I'll probably maybe pay it off this month. I don't really know. Anyway, so that's that one. And then my car insurance is due on the 18th, and that is 100. And then my Canva, which I think is 13. So that is it for my bills. I'm going to put my debt in purple, I think, this time. So I have a student loan due on the 4th, and that I pay $400 to. I don't have anything on like my shopping credit cards, but I always put them in my calendar just to make sure I check on them. I typically, if I spend money, like let's say I go to Old Navy and I buy something and I put it on my card so I can get the points for it, I typically pay it off that same day. I always go in with the intention that like I'm spending this money because I have it, not so much building up the debt. So anyway, so I do always just mark down my like Old Navy and my Ulta, because those are the two that I always use the most. But again, that has nothing on it. And then of my debt, both my credit cards are due on the same day. So the 19th. And typically I just pay more than the minimum payment right now, which is $300. If I can pay more, I do, but that's like the baseline for me. And then the last thing I'm going to do is payday, which I always do in green. So we get paid here, and then we get paid here. And then the only other thing I do is when is if I have like upcoming sinking funds that I know I'm gonna use. So like example, I do have a hair appointment. So I'm gonna put that in here. And my hair girl told me it was gonna be 60, but I give her a pretty nice tip, so I'm gonna say it's gonna be 80 this time. And then I do have my car oil change at some point. I'm probably going to put that towards the end of the month. So I'm going to put oil change actually for 28th. And I'm going to say that's going to be, it's like only at 80, but I think I budget for 100, just so I know I have enough. Okay. Okay, so that is kind of how I set up my calendar here. So now I'm going to look at my monthly budget, and I'm going to label this for the start of April. So we're going to do April 1st, 2023. My money mood, I'm kind of like in the middle. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not happy, but like I'm not ecstatic, I guess. So coming in, I am going to estimate after taxes and also after when that 10 to 20% gets taken out of my paycheck for my savings account. Estimated without overtime, things like that. My paycheck is typically $1,200 each, which means monthly I get paid $2,400. Fixed outgoings is pretty much all of my bills and stuff like that I know I have coming up this month. And pretty much it's weird, and I guess I'll find out when I do this at the end of the month, because like I'm a month ahead on everything, right? So I'm pretty much saving up for the following month. So that's kind of what I'm basing this on. A lot of the things that come out of this paycheck is for the next month. So we're just gonna kind of total up everything here that's not a variable expense. So if you kind of understand budgeting, variable is things that change week to week, while fixed, it's always going to be the same. So example, my rent is always going to be the same. So we have $600 for rent. We have my student loan, which is always $400. We have $25 for electric. Hi. Anyway, so, okay, so my Adobe, the gym, and the Peloton, my car insurance, my credit card, Canva. Okay, so my total outgoing is $1,631. My fixed outgoing, my estimated fixed outgoing is $1,631. Okay. Then we have my variable outgoing. So that's going to be pretty much my groceries, gas, things like that. So kind of estimating here, again, thinking of the categories that I do have in my binders. I typically spend anywhere between $70 to $100 on groceries every 2 weeks. So I'm going to estimate for the whole month $200 for groceries. I'm going to do this here. Gas, I typically spend $50 every 2 weeks, so I'm going to say that's $100. I'm going to estimate going out also as $100. And then I add things like my hair, which I know is going to be $80. Oil change, which is like $100. So we're going to estimate this as $580. Or I'm going to round up to $600 actually, because I'm just going to estimate up. I don't know if we're planning to do anything on the weekends or go do like anything fun like out west or whatever. So I'm just gonna do that. Monthly savings, pretty much I'm just gonna say what goes into that separate bank account. So I'm gonna basically, I really have no idea for this because I don't know if I should count like what I save in my sinking funds and savings challenges. So I'm going to go low and we're going to expect a higher outcome. So I'm just going to say 300. So technically, obviously, if you add these up, it's over the 2,400 amount. I'm just going to say 0. The reason why I say 0 is because I am a zero base budgeter. We do everything down to the dollar. So yeah, so we're just gonna do that. Let's put this to the side real quick and grab my savings binder. Okay, sorry, my SD card was full, so I had to redo that. Anyway, so I don't know where I left off, but anyway, birthday has 60, not 40. I counted that wrong the first time. Dog has 55. In my cashback challenge, I'm not going to count this one because this isn't my daily savings. My likes challenge, I am going to count. So we have 50, 70, just kidding. We have 20, 40, 50, 100, 105, 106, 107. We have 107 in mystery. Oh, just kidding. We have 107 likes. What am I doing? Okay, in mystery, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $9. And then we don't count my rollovers. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to add up these numbers and what I know I have in my, that normal like savings transfer account or whatnot. So in my savings envelopes, we have 710 plus 60 plus 55 plus 107 plus 59 plus 15. Or no, what did I get 59 from? Sorry, plus 9 plus 15. So I have 956 total in that savings binder. Okay. So between my binder and what I have in that separate account, I just added them both up off screen. So my total savings right now is $1,916. I'm going to hold off on writing something in this because I might do an update video. If not, I'm just going to add it in later because I actually don't really know what my debt total is right now. I probably should go back and really figure that out. But right now, I don't know it off the top of my head, so I'm not going to do it. That's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so you always know when I post. I do not have a schedule right now. I'm just going to kind of push out videos when I think it's necessary and when I have the video to push out. So, but anyway, I really do appreciate you guys being patient with me and waiting for me to come back. And remember, I do have plenty more videos down below, so feel free to go check them out. As always, see you next time.